Hello, and this is going to be an MMA fight prediction, and I have not done one in a while, so here we go. I'm going to start it off with Matt Hamill and Alexander Gustafsson. So Gustafsson has, he's 11-1. He's 7 TKO KOs, 3 submissions, and 1 decision, and he has 1 loss. He's a really tough fighter. I mean, by looking at his record, it looks like he's a really good fighter, you know, because he's on a 2-fight winning streak of both a rear naked choke and then he lost to Phil Davis before those 2 fights. But at first he was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fight winning streak, and the winning streak goes like this: rear naked choke, TKO, 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 decision, TKO, KO. And he was ripping through and he's poning everybody. And the ninth win on his winning streak was in the UFC, and he knocked out Jared Hammond. I don't know who that is. And he lost to Phil Davis, and he was supposed to fight on this card, but he obviously got hurt. And Phil Davis is a really good fighter. He's really tough. I like his pink shorty shorts, but he's really good. And then he got 2 submission rear naked chokes, and he looks like a really tough fighter to me, you know. But Hamill is really, really good. This is going to be a really good matchup. But I think I'm going to pick Hamill because his wrestling. His wrestling is really, really good, but Gustafsson's submissions are really, really good. And they both have punching power, but I'm going to go with Hamill. And he's more well known, and he's known well. Although he just came off a loss, I still think he's going to come back and beat Gustafsson. Next fight is Dennis Hallman versus Brian Ebersol. I swear I know both of them, but I'm picking Brian Ebersol. Yeah. Oh yeah, Brian Ebersol just beat Kushledo, I think. Correct. And that was a big shock. So yeah, I think he's. I know Dennis Hallman but I think Brian Ebersol is going to pull off another win. And another fight is Jorge Rivera versus Alessio Sakara. I believe Jorge Rivera just lost to Michael Bisping. So it was really bad. Yeah, I believe he was supposed to fight the person that he's fighting now, which is Alessio Sakara. But and then after that they pulled the fight out, and then they put Bisping in a different fight, and then Jorge Rivera lost. This fight, I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think it could be like possible knockout of the night, fight of the night, anything like that. Possible some good submission thing. These are both 2 really heavy-handed, skilled brawlers that know how to fight. But out of the 2 people, I'm gonna pick Jorge Rivera and Alessio Sakara. The next fight, a really, really good fight that I'm super excited about, is Vitor Belfort and Yoshihiro Akiyama. And I think Akiyama has not been doing that well, which is not that good for him. But he's facing a really, really tough opponent right now. But I still think that it's just a really tough choice because, I mean, both of them are so. I'd say Akiyama really lasts a lot longer than Vitor Belfort because, you know, I think after the first round, I think Akiyama, if he survives like the first 2 rounds, he could win the fight. But since he's been in the UFC, in the Alan Belcher fight, I thought Alan Belcher won the fight, to be honest. And then he lost to Chris Lieben, then he lost to Michael Bisping. And he's just not been very great so far. and that's kind of not that good for him. But I mean, you're fighting. I think this is kind of a weird fight because he's on a 2-fight losing streak, and Vitor Belfort just fought Anderson Silva, and like I don't know who's gonna win this fight because if Akiyama if Akiyama can survive the first round and win the second round, I think he can beat Vitor Belfort. But if it's in the first round, he gets rocked once or twice. I think Vitor Belfort could finish him in the second, but if it goes to the third, I think Akiyama could win. But I mean, if he loses, I mean, Vitor is such a really good striker. In the first 2 rounds, he has the option to knock out Akiyama, but if it goes to the third, I think Akiyama will have. They're both like at the end of the fight, they're all like sluggy, you know. But I can see that happening. And Vitor Belfort just lost to Anderson Silva. And in the Chris Lieben fight with Akiyama, that was a really, really good fight. I really liked that fight. It was great. And then he lost to Michael Bisping, unanimous decision. And then that's what kind of made me think I think Vitor Belfort's going to win. And I think that's going to be a TKO KO, whether in the first or second round. And I'll pick Vitor Belfort via TKO. First round. And going on to the next fight, the main event of the evening, Rashad Evans versus Tito Ortiz. I just don't think Tito Ortiz is ready for it. I mean, he did submit Ryan Bader, which is a great feat for him. But I just don't think he's enough to go for the title and get the title. I just can't see it happening. Like, if Tito Ortiz wins and then beats either Jones or Rampage, I just don't see it happening. Like, Jones is really good, and Rampage is really good. And if Tito Ortiz wins this fight, which I don't think is going to happen, he will lose to one of them, probably, which is either likely Jones or Rampage. Rampage would be a really good fight until Jones, but I mean, Rashad, I don't think Tito Ortiz is ready for it. It was a really short notice, too, at the same time, so I just don't think Tito Ortiz is going to be ready for it. Rashad Evans, really skilled fighter. I think he would be able to outstrike Tito Ortiz and maybe even out-wrestle Tito Ortiz too. And I just don't see it. I just don't see Ortiz winning this fight. I'm saying Rashad Evans via unanimous decision, taking him down, beating him up on the feet. And yeah, the whole card all around is a really good card. And I'll see you later. It's about 11 here. MMA Weekly fight prediction, and I'll see you later. Peace out.